Hi guys, it's Paul again from my YouTube art tutorial channel. Yesterday's tutorial we just started looking at a street art version of a volcano, and I've managed to finish the colouring. It's taken me a while, maybe about, I don't know, about 45 minutes to finish the colouring of the volcano, but that's the kind of style I was looking for. So I've got all sorts of blues, light blues, some darker blue over the top of the light blue, left some white spaces, put a bit of grey in here as well, and then I've gone over with a fine line pen all the way across this with all sorts of kind of cross hairs and cross hatches, lines down here, and then I've just penciled out, I don't know whether you can quite see it on the video here, but I'm going to have the ash cloud going up out of the volcano. So I was thinking about doing some kind of red or orangey gold fire colours for the ash cloud in some graffiti style art mixed with a little bit of cartoon characters, superheroes, etc. So I'm thinking of Spider-Man, Deadpool, that kind of thing. But on the video that I put on last night, so yesterday, that was uploaded first thing this morning, the first comment was a lad called Lewis who's requested Iron Man. So I'm going to have a go at a bit of an Iron Man face here, and the top of his muscles, if you like, or his suit. And I was thinking of finishing the head facing, it's going to be facing this direction. So the head's going to come in here, okay, and yeah, we're going to bring the head in here and just have his chest plate here going into the flames, so hopefully that'll look quite good. Managed to find a gold pen for his face mask. This is obviously with Tony Stark inside the mask with the mask down, if you know anything about Marvel films or comic books. And yeah, it's a side-on profile. It's a like sideways and looking out to the left here. So I thought that might match what we're trying to achieve here with this art. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to do it in pencil first, and then I'm going to go over it with a fine liner, and then we'll put some colour on. And I might not quite finish the colouring this evening, but we'll see how we get on with the drawing. Okay. So just going to bring this down slightly, so hopefully you can see more of the cloud shape that I'm going to draw. So I've just put some guidelines here where I want to keep all of my cartoon characters inside the ash cloud, and then we'll just finish off with some volcanic bombs and some fire coming out of the sides as well. So we'll get the main body of this done. I'm going to do his head quite small, and we'll see how we get on. So what I want to do is make sure that I've got his head in the right direction, okay, in terms of the curve. So I'm going to start with the top of his head, or the top of his helmet, and we're going to go around like this. It's going to go to about here, okay. Now I just want to get the profile in, and as I say, this is kind of like embryonic, so it's right at the start of the process, and we can kind of see how it develops over time. And if you've got any more comments that you want to request characters, if you can think of any red cartoon characters or comic book characters, red, oranges, a little bit of dark, maybe something like a Black Panther, Batman, something like that. So all we're doing at the moment is his helmet, okay, and we'll go over with a fine liner in a little while, okay. I'll try and keep coming away from the art so you can see how this is coming on. Okay, so we've got the back of his helmet here. Now, just drawing that line on here because it's got a line coming down here. This is the comic book version, not the film version. And there is slight differences really in this. So you want a straight line, if you can, right across, and then this is going to come down, and it's going to come down to about here, okay, and then we're going to go across. It's going to go up slightly. I mean, he's got a bit of a face plate going on, so I'm just trying to draw where the plate goes. Okay, we need a line from here that stays close to this other line. And it starts to curve then, and it curves right down, almost like Boba Fett in Star Wars' mask. Okay, we've got a line down here. Now he's got some detail here that we need to look at inside. Okay, so inside this mask here, we've got a little bit of grey and black going on, so I'm just going to try and draw this out as best I can. It's got lots of complex reds in this, so we'll try and make it a little bit less complicated for you to follow. Okay, he's got a funny shape, red section here, and then his mask finishes. We've got a line down here like this. He's got a jaw. We're just going to make sure this now joins the jawline of the mask. Okay, so that's the basics of it. He's then got a neck that comes in here, and what we can do is we can just make this turn into the flame. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Underneath this is chin. It's going to go out. Slight angle here. It's got a breastplate that comes down into this kind of angle. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just bring this ash cloud around, and we're going to finish that off there. So we don't want any more than that. Okay, he's got a big breastplate at the front there, but we really can't fit into our artwork here. Okay, his neck goes into this kind of a shape. Okay, so there's all sorts of lines going on down here, so we're just going to bring that down, and we'll put some lines in later after we've done the red. Okay, now the complicated section is this section in here, which is quite small for us because this piece of art's quite small. So we've got grey in here. Got a bit of black there that I'm just going to grey out for now, just so I can remember which bit's black later on. Got a black section in there, and then we've got a small black section here that I'm just going to grey out for a minute. Okay, and this is black down there. Okay, now his eye, which we're going to come back to this eye in a little while because I'm going to leave it white. Might just put a slight tinge of blue in there. Okay, so his eyes are going to be straight there, like that. Okay, and we've got a straight line there, so that's his eye there. All right, and then what we have is what looks like a mouth. It's not, but it does look like his mouth. So we're going to go down here, and that is about right. Okay. Now we've got all sorts of things going on with this mask. Going to bring this down here. This is going to curve now round to about there. Okay. This curve is going to come round to the back of the helmet. Iron Man's quite difficult to draw actually, so you might want to pause this if you can. Okay, as you're going along. Now the helmet, this is the gold section. Okay, we're going to go down here, back across, and we're going to go into there. Okay, so all this is gold and yellows. Alright, we've also got a grey section which goes like this. And we've got a slightly wider black section here. So this mask goes like that there. So all of this in here is black. Alright, and then the grey, which is here, is going to go down and carry on like this. Okay, so we've got one more line which will go right around the outside. Right, and it'll follow this curve around, and it'll end up meeting this one at the back. Okay, so that's how it looks. Alright, and the rest of it's colour really. Just got to get a little bit of black in. I'm just going to shade in where I want to do the black. Got a black section here. Alright, and then a black section at the back of the, there's 2 lines down the neck actually. Put the line in there. And then this is a black section here. Okay, so we're going to get the red in first. And then we'll start colouring in the rest of his bodysuit. Okay, so from here, we've just got one line going across like this. Okay, we've got one line going across like this. This stops around about here, and then we've got a rectangle of black, which is about there. Okay, because this is his shoulder, kind of shoulder pad. We've got a line across here, and this curves. Okay, and it's going to go out of our ash cloud here that we're going to have this way. Okay, so the first character we're going to put in is Iron Man. Okay, I'll put a few more smaller characters in here as well above Iron Man. That's quite a large head coming out of the volcano. So just start off with a light red, and we're going to just block out where the red bits are on the helmet. Okay, so I've got some red going on in here. Just get that blocked out for now. This is going to take me a couple of evenings to do, I think. A little bit of red here. Okay, and then I just want to leave a little bit of the back of the helmet there for a little bit of light and like a slight greyish pinky colour. It's not really bright pink. Okay, so this is where we're going to put the reds. All the way across. going to stop at this line because this side of the line to the right of that line there is gold. Okay, the rest of this is red. Okay, so right across the top of this here is red. This is all red here. Got a lighter section here, so I'm just going to keep, just want it to look like a helmet, so metal. We're going to keep a little bit of white there. Okay, so it looks shiny. We're going to leave it white, we're just going to make it a slightly different colour later on. Okay, so if you can get a little bit of white there, and go around those white sections with your red. Okay, the red comes right the way down. And I'm going to just show you before I carry on with this, with the colouring for too much. I'm going to do that in another video actually, because it's going to be too long. This video is in one sitting for Iron Man. So we're just going to start off Iron Man. If you want to carry on like I'm doing, or colour alongside me or draw alongside me, you can get to the point where I'm at, and then tomorrow evening I'll try and put the second video together. Hopefully then we'll finish Iron Man in 2 sittings. Sometimes they do take a long time to do, to get it right anyway. Okay, so the composition's going to look quite good, I think, in the ash cloud. So that's the kind of thing. Obviously there's a lot more colour, a lot more detail. This section here is red as well. Okay, so just up to that line, and then we're going to go for the golds and the yellows. Okay, so I've got a gold pencil crayon. I'm going to start off colouring in this section here, which is gold. Now most of this comic book art is yellow on his mask rather than gold. Obviously in the films it's a lot darker. Okay, so we'll just get a little bit of gold up at the top end of here. But the majority of this is going to be yellow, so I'm going to do a couple of yellows actually. I'm going to go like an orangey yellow to start off with on this side. Alright, I'm going to leave a bit of white because he's got some real shine going on this comic book art. Okay, and then the front is going to be a different yellow entirely. Okay, so this is more an orangey, deeper orangey yellow here. There we are. And then I'm going to do kind of a lemony yellow at the front, so a brighter yellow coming through, so it gets a bit more shine. There we are, that kind of thing going on there. And then down the front here we're going to have a bit more shiny yellow. Okay, now tiny section of gold in here. There we are. Okay, so happy with the colour so far. Just get a little bit of yellowy gold going on here. Okay, slightly darker in there and across this side. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the picture here now. This middle section by his eye is going to go gold again, but we're going to go quite dark on this so that the white of the eye shines. Okay. And we've got a darker section here as well. Alright, and it's underneath there. Okay. So again, I'm just going a little bit dark around here. There we go. And then we've got greys going on. and black. So I'm going to go to my fine liner now. I'm going to go right around the edge of the helmet so you can see the difference that a fine liner makes. If you haven't got a fine liner, it might be worth buying yourself one or two. They do run out quite quickly if you're doing a lot of art like I do. So you want a nice bold, nice straight lines here because he is he's got a suit on, and it is metal. Do another line there. And I'm just following now my own guidelines that I did earlier on. This has got to be red inside there later on as well. Okay. And the outside of this helmet's going to be coloured in as well. Okay. So there's a line here. Go across. This is going to be black, like I said earlier on. So this is all going to be black in here. Right, we've got a black line going on down here. And you can only really do this with a fine liner. You're going to really struggle without one. And just a slightly thinner line there. And sometimes I do, if I'm doing art, I sometimes do these lines before I've coloured in. Sometimes after, but most of the time I'll do it before. So you can see now how it's coming together. This line almost touches the other one at the back. Okay. And then we've got this grey section here. And this curved line here. It actually goes like this. Thicker on this inside edge. There we go, that's exactly what I want to achieve there, okay. And then we're in there. We'll take this helmet all the way round. Okay, and if you can't see what you're doing, do take your hand off because you want it nice and curved there. Okay, there we go. And then we've got another line, but I'll do that later when I've coloured in a little bit darker, okay. With this one, you want a line here, line going up. You want that across like that, okay. And this is what we are hoping to achieve. There we go. So we can just, with the fine liner, I think I'm just going to just leave that for now. Okay, I'll just jot in where these lines are here. Alright. And we'll have the back of this as the start of the volcano there. The flames, okay. I've got a line going down here and a line like this. Okay, and then under here section that's black. And we're just going to fill this in with the fine liner. You can do this with felt tip if you wanted to, or even pencil crayon, black pencil crayon. But I'm just going to do this with my fine liner while I've got it in my hand. It's only small sections. You don't want to be colouring too much with this because they are fine, and if you press too hard down on them, they do. Sometimes the nibs do break. Okay. So hopefully you're seeing that come to life now a little bit. I'm going to go over the neck with red again. Okay, but this is slightly darker red, ever so slightly. Okay, I'm going to mix a couple of the reds in a little while, alright? But for now, I just want to block in some of that red so that you can see how the piece is all going to come together. Alright, and then this section here is slightly lighter at the back of the neck there. Okay, so back to this other lighter red here now. I'm going to leave this middle section, apart from a little bit there. Okay, this is going to be much brighter red, so I'm pressing on harder now. Alright, and I'm just getting rid of any of this white apart from the very back edge there. Okay, so we're getting rid of any white there. I don't want any white at all in that area. Okay, underneath here we do want a little bit of lighter red, so we'll do a little bit darker in there, and then as it's coming through we're just going to lighten it up. I'm actually going to grab an orange here, which is quite a bright orange, and I'm going to go over the top of that red with an orange. Okay, because it does look slightly lighter here, so I'm going to just grab a brighter orange and work the orange over the top of that red that we did originally. Okay, and then a darker red again at the base of this here. Okay, and the darker red's going up and round there. Okay, so it looks much better now in terms of colouring. Back to the light red. This section's light red. Okay, got one red line here across, and then we can go back to the fine liner, because what we need to do is to put a black line across here. Okay, and we're going to keep that red going across into that section, so you want a tiny bit of red there. Alright, this black is going to go a diagonal line, and then it's going to go straight across like this to that black line, not the outside black line, the one just before it. Okay, and this is the kind of thing that we're looking to achieve now. So the bottom of this is another line. You want parallel lines now, but then it goes up slightly. Okay, then we're going to go again across like that. Alright, and then we're going to look at just bringing this black in like that. Missed a tiny little bit of red in this corner like that. Okay, and this is going to be red as well, nice and firm red. Okay, and a little bit of red in here, but then we're just going to finish this edge off with a black. There we go. Okay, so just going to do a little bit more firmer colouring here on the inside of this remember we did another pencil line all the way around here. Just going to follow that round, missing this white out that we left earlier on. Okay, miss that out if you can, because that's the shine of the helmet. Okay, around there. Try and go in the same direction, lighten it up just a little bit at this edge here. Okay, and then we'll go back darker again through here. Alright. So hopefully now you can see where it's all coming together in terms of colouring. Alright, I'm going to go back down to this chin here. And we're leaving a little bit of white there at the top. There we go. Then we're going to go a little bit darker there. We're going to leave a couple of lighter sections, okay? So where you now just playing around with the shading. You don't see any white here, but you want it nice and light, okay? And in this section, we need it much darker, okay? Because you want to show that the gold is lighter than the red. Okay, so I'm now darkening this off now. Okay, and at the back of this helmet it's darker. Alright, so this section here is darker. We've got a lighter section on the top of his head, but it's not a great deal lighter. So I'm going to go over it again now, making sure I don't go outside the lines. There we are. And then right down this edge, we're darker again. Okay. Now, got a choice to make here with this colour. We want kind of a peachy colour going on. So I'm going to choose a kind of a lightish, almost a pink here. And we've got this, almost looks red, but it's peachy, okay? Peachy colour. And then again, a little bit more down this outside edge of that same peachy, pinky colour. Okay, so happy with that to start off with. I'm going to carry on with that tomorrow night. Okay, I've just got one more line just to draw. Okay, so we're just going to follow this line around the outside edge of this, where we've got the pencil line. Okay, and again, take your hand off if you want to. It's a bit of a thicker black at the bottom than it is at the top. Okay, so you're just joining that, see where the slightly thicker bit is here at the back of the helmet than all the way across, okay? And that's what I want to do for tonight. Tomorrow night we'll just carry on with another character and we'll just finish this as a bit of gold here in the helmets, but hopefully that was for Lewis commenting on my volcano last night. Hopefully that's looking pretty good. Let me know what you think. Make sure you click subscribe. We're up to 210 now subscribers, and we've gone past 3,500, nearly at 4,000 likes of watches of the videos. So if you could keep watching them, that's great. Recommend them to your friends and your family. Hope you stay safe during lockdown. Keep your chin up and obviously keep doing your artwork, and all the best. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.